Yo, morning. We're here for the second to last week of the season, and it is raining, thunder, and lightning. The weather is going crazy. It's been crazy since yesterday. I'm heading up to one of my properties up in Deer Park area and see if I can't strike one up. Looks like the rain has stopped. I'm gonna check the weather and see which way the weather's floating, but we'll see what we get ourselves into. Okay, so this morning I'm gonna go hunt this big drainage field that I have permission for. There's huge drainage at the bottom of this hill. It seems like that's where all these turkeys walk by. I walk through to get over to the pond that's on the far east side, far west side. So we're gonna get down into that little drainage. There's a little opening down where they come in, they strut around in the field, and then they make their way down through, and then they cut through the trees, and it looks like a path. It looks like an old, I don't know, man, like an old dike road or something. But anyways, that's what they use. They use that to travel back and forth. So I'm gonna go down and try to cut them off there. Last time we set up way on top of the hill, very, very far away. And then we kept moving. So I'm gonna start where we ended up and see if I can't cut them off. There's a couple good gobblers there, but that was 3 weeks ago, so I haven't been up here since. Talked to the farmer yesterday, said he's still hearing them. He said he saw them, but you know how that goes. So no scout, just gonna kind of go on a whim and see if I can't get lucky. Alright, so we just are all loaded up. Gonna grab the decoys and make my way down the hill. So, weather's calmed down quite a bit. I've only heard a couple gobbles on one far side of the property, but yeah, we'll see if we can't strike them up. But I head on down this way. Heard the gobble that way, but I know they worked through this section down here. So I think I'm gonna move spots. I've only heard one hen. This tom keeps getting hung up way over on me. Oh, maybe not. That tom's coming down, it sounds like. Maybe we'll hang out for another minute.
freaking smoke in there. One way right there. I just smoked him at like 45 yards. Just creek on this creek. Oh my god. Yes. Whew. Oh, that was sweet. That was freaking sweet. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just smoked him. It's hard to see it. I just smoked him right up here at about 45 yards. And man, you know how this weather's crazy right now. We had thunder and lightning and just rain all morning, and so there's no response to any calls. That I just had to cut them off, and we started way over here on this other end and went back and forth a couple times. Luckily I had a nice trail behind me, and I know I was just gonna pack up and just come back a different day, I think is what I was thinking about doing, because how bad this weather is. I decided to turn back one more time and see if I can't cut them off, and I crawled down through this creek bed area, came from up here, slid all the way down, and they were just stopped staring at me for, oh, I can't stop shaking. They were stopped and staring at me for about, it felt like 10 minutes, I'm sure it was 20 seconds. But I didn't realize that the rest of the birds were still behind, so went after the first two, and I think I just smoked the bigger one, but I don't care. That was sweet. That was badass. Feels good. Oh, here he is. We got him. We got him. I go ahead and grab him. Not bad. Not bad. There you go. He's wet. He's a tom. He's dead. There's a wet bird. There's a wet bird. Good bird. Good big bird. Couple-year-old. About 8.5, maybe 9-inch beard. Boom. In the rain. Yeah, I got a thing for dark tips, I guess. I got a thing for dark tips. Hell yeah. Love it. It's a long ways. I'm just gonna leave my stuff here. It's a long ways back to that truck with all that gear. I'm soaking wet. Same with this bird. I'm just gonna leave this here for right now. Here, go back and get my stuff from the blind that I was set up, in the tree that I was set up under. Man, what a morning. I definitely almost turned around on my way up there when the thunder and lightning and the rain just came. I have not driven in rain, in Spokane rain like that in a minute. Got up here, the rain kind of quit, and you know, a lot of the birds are chirping still, and finally crows started going, ravens started going. One gobble way off on my left, and then I didn't hear anything for a while, so I just stayed in the truck for a little bit longer, and a couple more gobbles way off the right, and well, one less gobble tomorrow. once I got here and I heard a bunch of different gobbling on either side, I decided to come straight down to kind of where we were set up before, when Wilson and Zach and I came out here for the first time, and I got underneath this big tree and got up on a flat spot because I thought it was going to stay pretty nice, and you know, figured they'd come out and strut up on top of here. But the weather changed. They stayed over on that far side. You can see all the turkey poop when it's coming down, all the turkey track right through here coming down this road. So I set up along this road right up here, and I shot the bird right over there. So I bet you that flock was coming this way. There was at least 3 toms, 2 jakes, and a couple hens, and they're flocked up coming. And so I would imagine they were going to come make their way all the way over here. But man, they were just getting hung up over there. So I decided to bail and move spots and kind of track them down. And you know, I do a little bit of calling here and there, but they would react to it in the first time when I moved down there. But then as soon as the rain just came again, there was no hope. They were sitting there staring to the rain, not doing anything, not moving. So I got up and I turned and I kind of kept going back towards where my decoys were at, and just gonna go pick up, and decided to say hell with it, see if I can't get them cut off. And so I slid down this embankment and got across this little creek and popped over, and there he was, about 35-40 yards. I guess I didn't really pace it off, but a little bit longer of a shot than I usually take, but hell, I'll take it.